Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear and off. About a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
I'll give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
17 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A quick toss outright, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
To Kenny Galladay. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Mixon with a first down carry. Powerful running. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of
a bonus. He's there to protect, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mixon gets past one man. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
The 7-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Allen now on first down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Dancing to his left, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. And it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Detroit.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they run with Mixon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Josh Sweat.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete here. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throw here out of the gun. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer. Quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Room here to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
For the extra point.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Tackle made at the
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over this entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
down and 7 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun to give to Mixon. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Today's final score line.